Greetings, comrades! This is Upcoming Caleb back with another video for building Antaeus. And just today, I got the motherboard. And yeah, funny thing about the motherboard. Last month, I ordered the first parts for my new build Antaeus, which is the CPU core, and a motherboard, which is a different B650. And I used Amazon Base Shipping for that. And the CPU and core managed to ship, but for some reason the motherboard did not. What's the point of Amazon Day shipping if they're not all going to ship at once? So I canceled the motherboard order, and I originally went for the ASUS B650E motherboard, and for some reason next that didn't ship. And plus I saw the different reviews about quality control issues and stuff like that with the motherboard and ASUS in general, so I decided to cancel that again and swear off ASUS products because, well, judged by these reviews, I don't think they're going to be a good choice for motherboard stuff in the future. I am, however, going to give Gigabyte a shot, and I've heard a lot of good things about this particular motherboard, the Aorus B650 Aorus Elite AX, which is a AM5 socket, of course, since I'm going for the 7700X. You see it on here, socket AM5, DDR5 support, which is good because I have that DDR5 right out there. NVMe SSD ready, 2.5 gigabyte LAN, so it's capable of faster internet speeds. And just looking down here, support AMD Ryzen processors, of course, DDR5 Q Flash Plus, so it's easier to flash the BIOS on the motherboard. You need to update it or anything like that, so it's good. And I might as well check the back. I kind of already opened it a bit just to see what it looks like. But yeah, the box is a little dinged up here, but I already checked the motherboard, it's okay. And I'll check the back real quick. So, here we go. Quite a bit here, these. It's a fully covered MOSFET heat sinks with heat pipe. We got the 14 plus 2 plus 1 phases digital VRM, that's good. Fast 2.5 gigabyte LAN, and Wi-Fi 6E, which I do plan on getting a Bluetooth card for this later on. And it looks like I'm planning to do this a few different PCI-E slots. There's a metal enforced one for graphics cards, of course. And there's I believe that's an M.2. So it has two M.2 slots. Yeah, two M.2 Gen 4. I guess there's one there. And I'm assuming there's another one under this huge heatsink here. Because again, that's like the heatsink for like the whole motherboard. There's some here as well. And yeah, supports the Ryzen processors, socket AM5, the AMD's B650 chipset, graphics interface 1 PCI-E 4.0 by 16. We have HDMI display port in the motherboard itself, but you know, not going to use that because I have the graphics card. Dual channel DDR5. I have 4 RAM sticks. That's 64 gigs of RAM here, so might be overkill, but hey. At this point, I'm trying to make it sort of future-proof. We'll see how that goes. Got 4 DIMM slots, 2 PCI 3.0 slots. There's these 2 down here. You can barely see it. Yeah, we've got 4 SATA ports, and as I mentioned before, I'm going full SSD in this build. 2 M.2s and then 2 SATA solid-state drives. And I'm going for Samsung again because that Samsung solid-state drive I've had it for 5 years and it still works great. Even though I've been deleting and reinstalling games on it constantly, it still runs like a charm. It's still really snappy, and loads Forza Horizon 5 a lot faster than the hard drive. Which yeah, no hard drives for this build, all SSDs. And really, at this point, hard drives are pretty much only used for like mass storage. You have a lot of like smaller games that yeah, it's good, but like now even a 4 terabyte hard drive is affordable. Yeah, got the 8-channel HD audio, the aforementioned 2.5 gigabyte LAN, and we've got a bunch of USB ports. Actually, there's 11 USB ports. We got one 3.2. We have a Type C. We have a 3.2 Gen 2 USB Type C, and we have another few Type A, 7 USB 3.2s, and 8 USB 2.0s. And have a 802 by 11 wireless, which if you want to use it Wi-Fi you can, but I have Ethernet, so I'm using that. And the form factor is, of course, ATX. I gotta have an ATX motherboard because I like to have, like, say I want to get like a separate PCI-E module, like a Bluetooth card or anything like that. I'll have an extra PCI-E slot for it, or God forbid I decide to get a sound card. So that'd probably be excessive, but hey. But you see a diagram of the I/O here. There's the audio ports here. There's an Ethernet port. There's a 50,000 USB ports. And there's a Type-C right there. There's the HDMI display port there. There's the Wi-Fi module there, and the BIOS flash button there. So yeah, I figured since I opened it, I might as well show you what it looks like in the box. I'm not gonna take it out of the box, but look at that. It looks pretty impressive. Curious how it performs once I start putting it together. Again, the build won't be till next year, but I'm getting the parts now so it'll become a hassle later. This we have a little battery backup here. There's a CR2032. Yep, CR2032. So I can just get a battery from my local supermarket, and if I need to change that out, I'm good to go. But yeah, let me just look through here. So that, obviously that's where the CPU goes. A lot of heat, and I'm curious if my I'm honestly curious if my cooler is even gonna fit on there, because it is a pretty big cooler. But for basically, I've seen that a lot of those coolers you can actually adjust the height of the fans so it can go over like the heat shields and stuff. So we'll figure out once I install it. Anyway, here are the RAM slots here, looking good. And what's it? Yeah, looks like you put an end up to there. I guess you could put another one, someone that's heatsink. I'm guessing, I want to say there's a fan in here. Not too sure. But yeah, there's two more PCI-E 2.0 slots here, but this is obviously where you're going to put your graphics card. And this is one thing I really like about motherboards these days. The there's a little tab to take the graphics card. It's steel enforced, so it'll hold up the weight of a graphics. It's basically one of those bigger graphics cards, which, yeah, I ordered the RTX 4070 from Gigabyte, and it's a big 3-fan card. My first 3-fan graphics card. The most I have are 2 fans, and they're adequate enough. But, you know, if we're going for a lot of power, might as well get a bigger card. Another thing is just to find a case that'll fit it, and I have a good idea of which one to get. I still have a few more choices, but my nephew recommends Be Quiet. It makes a pretty good case, especially the pure base line. And I'm going for the 500FX ATX case. It'll support up to 190mm cores. Mine's 160, so there's plenty of headroom there. And it'll support good length graphics cards. I forgot the size, I'll put it on the screen here. And yeah, it'll obviously fit ATX motherboard, and that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I'm going to check for a few other options, and if I can't decide anything, I'll just go with that. You know, not too bad a price per case, and looks pretty nice too, especially with the included RGB fans. So that's gonna look good. Of course, I'm gonna go all blue because, you know, black and blue is kind of my MO. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, pretty much the CPU, the core, the RAM, motherboard, now the GPU. That's pretty much my Christmas gift for myself for all the stress I've been dealing with this year, especially these last week or so. And if you saw my video earlier this week, you'll know I'm not exactly going through a good time right now, but my dad's doing a little better today, so I figured while I'm in a good mood, I'll show off another nice part for my Antaeus build. I'm looking forward to that day, which I hate to sound grim, but I don't know if he's going to be around when I get around to building it. You know, I hate to sound like a downer right now, but, you know, I have a lot on my mind, and I just want to, you know, show us how I'm still in sort of a good mood. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how good this PC will be. Hopefully it'll be future-proof. You know, a lot of games these days, you know, they're pretty demanding, but I'm pretty sure the 4070 along with the 7700X and this good motherboard here, I think it's going to turn out good. Now, so pretty much the big things now are the storage. I'm actually going to get an M.2 for the OS. I'm going to get a large capacity one with a good speed. And I'm going to get a standard SATA SSD for other games and stuff. And I'm actually going to take out one of my M.2s and Proteus and put it in here. It's my M.2 that has Cyberpunk and Koikatsu. Don't judge me. But anyway, yeah, I just need the power supply. I'm going for 1,000 watt power supply. I had an eye on a Corsair one, but it looks like it's out of stock as of this video. I'll keep an eye on that, otherwise I'll just go for a different one. And so storage, power supply, and case. And so we're going to include things. And of course I got the OS. I'm going to go for Windows 11. And I kind of want to try out these like CD key websites. You know, Tech Syndicate promotes a lot of them. I might get a Windows 11 key from there. So we'll see how that goes. Again, won't be till next year when it all comes to fruition. But worst comes to worst, I can just get a legit copy. But anyway, so yeah, that's another video for building Antaeus. I'm looking forward to seeing how well this motherboard holds up and eventually get around to building Antaeus. Looking forward to when that day comes, which again won't be till next year, so I'm in no hurry to build it though. Proteus is still doing me good for the time being. And I'm keeping it as a backup. If anything, I might just get a new case for it. Because that Phantom 410 is kind of long in the tooth. But anyway, this is Caleb signing out. Have a good day.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.